Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. Just having a quick look at the ASX 200. I think it looks fine. Actually, it's holding above that sort of trend line. I've got no issues as long as it's sort of got this sort of price action. It's had a nice run up. It's come back. It's finding a little bit of support. For me, it looks absolutely fine, and I've really got certainly no issues on the ASX 200, and likewise, I think with the Dow, it's I think it's looking pretty good. I mean, if that was a share, you'd be buying it. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It looks very, very good. Um, I think obviously Donald Trump, he gets he's getting people a little bit nervous because any minute he can say something absolutely mad about one country or another. But you know what? I think in a while everyone's going to get used to this. I think it's just Donald, right? So I think as this presidency goes on, I think we're going to be less and less worried what amazing comments Donald is making week in, week out, and hopefully we can just concentrate a little bit more on the real thing. What's the economy doing, and what policies he's putting in play. So I'm not certainly I'm not in the medium term negative at all, and I think if we can keep this sort of momentum in the market, the trending stocks we've got on at the moment will do reasonably well. And actually today, in a day when the market was down 0.42%, we basically had pretty much green across the board. TWE, I think those Evolution and Northern Star, those gold stocks. I would have liked gold to stay above that sort of 1,220 level last night. It didn't, but hopefully it will do tonight. And these gold stocks are both on little short-term buy signals. So if we can just get a nice bit of movement tonight on the gold price, we can have obviously Evolution and Northern Star could be good little movers for us next week. Again, Hansen fighting back beautifully up 2%. I mean, like a lot of stocks recently, they've been a little bit dodgy, but again, holding above that trend line and holding above that sort of 40-day moving average on the weekly by the end of the week. So again, for me, it's sort of just primes sitting there perfectly for this reporting season. Again, Ramsey Healthcare having a nice move up today, up 1.5%. Domino's, a lot of nerves about this stock recently, but again, good price action and a good sort of crucifix there, good bullish sign. So hopefully we'll be moving up next week as well. BAB up again 1.4%. Altium, holding the week at one stage. See a little bit, it was down and held up really, really well by the end of the week. And TWE, just got a little crush on this stock at the moment. Got a good feeling about it and good instinct about it, and hopefully it's going to report well as well and have a nice move up. I did add two smaller little trending stocks today. I don't know why. I think I haven't done some for a while. I will possibly be a little bit more aggressive on these and have some sort of, if I see them not really working, I will cut them early. But again, they're good stories, and I think M&F Group, my net phone, I think that looks really bullish. It's not reporting for another 2 weeks, but I think looking really primed for a nice little move up. And so CBL, again, we've added these two stocks today. Why wouldn't you buy that? Often look at these charts, and the great trending analysts who taught me how to do this business, a beautiful, one of the kindest Irish men you've ever met in your life, would always say to me, Dave, look at a chart and say, why wouldn't you buy that? And why wouldn't you buy it? It looks great. So we're trending these little small caps, and I thought just good to add two of those to the portfolio. The weekly buy and sell signals, again, just having a look. We're talking in a week where the market was down 2%. FMG did end the week down, but at one stage was up very strongly. One stage was up about 4%. I do think it's primed to move up next week. Altium did end the week slightly down, but hardly down. Again, outperforming the market. So did Hansen Group, although it did end the week slightly down. It did totally outperform the market. They weren't brilliant, but they did outperform the market. And CYB had a little sell-off. Wasn't the strongest of buy signals, but then came up pretty nicely. However, obviously, we I think generally speaking, totally did very, very well. I was about to say sort of kicked ass with the bullish signals, but obviously a little bit of red in them today. But overall this week they totally outperformed the market, and obviously Dow was a standout performer there at one stage, up about 20%, and ended the week up very, very, very strongly. And so did a lot of the others. I won't go through them all now, but again they did very, very well. What we did do as well, we analyzed the result from the last 2.5 years of those weekly buy and sell signals, and I sent them out earlier, and they were absolutely stunning. So they even sort of, to be honest, I think I always knew, because we traded them before, that they're very, very good. I didn't realize how amazing they've been. Out of 2,200 stocks by the fourth week, to average over about 7.5% gain is totally extraordinary, and I don't think there's a website ever in the history of Australia that's ever done that. So we're very pleased what we've done here at Equity Story, and those who don't sort of trade those weekly buy and sell signals, well, I think they're certainly worth having a look at. Anyway, I'd like to thank you very much for listening to Equity Story, and have a great weekend. Thank you very much. Good night.